We're turning it into a functional kitchen. It's been a long time coming because I've been wanting to do this for since she turned 2. So we gave her her kitchen when she was 2, and I did customize it a little bit. The goal was to be a functional kitchen. However, I did want her to have a play kitchen as well. And so I let her use it as a pretend play. She's at the age, she's over 2.5 now, and she's at the age where she's just like, I want to do more than just pretend. I want to actually make stuff. And she helps me a lot in the kitchen, so it's about time that I finish this kitchen for her and she's able to use it like a big girl. So it's the day before my baby's birthday. She's turning 2. For her birthday, we got her a play kitchen because she's been obsessed with play kitchen, and I did so much research on which play kitchen to buy, and I finally picked one. The only difficult part, well, it's not difficult, but the only downside to this kitchen that I bought is that everybody on the review said that it's time consuming to build, like anywhere from 3 to 6 hours. And I started it last night with my husband, and it's not difficult, it's just time consuming. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a journey, just because not only is it kind of like tedious, but I'm also making a little bit of a renovation. I'm also painting some things. I'm not adding a shelf, but I'm making it so that it looks like it's a wooden shelf, not just like a basic white shelf. Just giving it some character, you know? Okay, so this is the kitchen. I love this kitchen because I really wanted something with counter space and a sink and a stove. And my favorite part about this kitchen is that it's very, it has a lot of little features that are very realistic, like the little fan. It also has a light, which I think is so cute. And then it has this water dispenser. Just these little knobs. Super unique feature about the pans, or actually the stove, is that it makes the sizzling noise when you place the pot on, which I think is super cute. Super cute. I did customize it. In case you're wondering, the backsplash is different. So I added this little hook to put her purse and then some, fake food. I also I painted the pink. Everything that you see that's pink, I painted. The backsplash was different. I had this like vinyl on hand, and I like that it was shiny. I was gonna buy her like real backsplash, but I was just like, you know what, this will work. So I like that it's glossy, so if something does get stained, it just, wipes right off. And then this little shelf, I customized it. It was originally white, and then I also customized her dishwasher. It was like a weird faded gray. It didn't even go with the gray that was initially on the kitchen. So I customized it, made it look very aesthetic, I guess. And yeah, this is the kitchen. She knows where everything is. All of her fake toys and things, fake food is in here. And she has some more like baking stuff in here. She's baking some donuts, cookies. This is like a smoothie blender. Super cute. Probably one of the most used toys ever. So yeah, she's able to chop these up and put them in the blender. It came with this smoothie recipe card, which I thought was super adorable. What's super cute is that it actually like blends, like turns, which I thought was super fun. And she loves it because she loves making smoothies in the morning with me. And this was just one of her favorite, and it still is her favorite toy. And then down here we have pots and pans. So I accidentally went a little overboard on the pots and pans. I had originally bought her this Melissa and Doug set, and I thought, okay, that's fine, that's good. But the kitchen came with those gold pans, And then for her birthday, my brother got her these pans. And I was just like, oh, she has a lot of pans now. And then here's her little toaster. And that's it. This is her fridge, but you know, she also uses it as storage. I'm thinking about adding a real fridge, a mini fridge in here, and then just shifting, rotating some of her fake toys, because I still want her to be able to pretend to play, but she's at the age where she wants to do more than just pretend. She wants to do some real cooking. The lighting's kind of weird. So the vision for the, I guess, Montessori functional kitchen is that these stovetops can easily be popped off, and a small wooden cutting board that fits perfectly here. I might just give that to her, or I might buy her own. So she knows that. She used it yesterday and was obsessed. Then, thanks to my dad, I was contemplating on how we were gonna make this into a functional sink. So the faucet, I know how to fix that. I know how to get that working. However, the sink was my issue because this is like paper and this is wood. And obviously it's not real wood, but it was gonna have water damage if I just left it like that. So I was trying to find a container that would fit this, and I just place it in there. However, this square is like the most obscure size, and I couldn't find anything like it. So my dad took it upon himself to, first of all, he drilled this hole so that she could have like a drainage or whatever. And this little plastic sink thing. Okay, so it looks a little funky because it was originally made out of this acrylic material. He, I think, welded together, glued together, and then I wanted, it was kind of clear-ish blue. I wanted it to be white and I painted it last night. I was a little impatient, so the paint job isn't the best, but it'll do. I'm gonna cover it with some clear coat. It's kind of, I don't remember what it's called. It's kind of like a gel consistency. So I'm gonna cure it with that, and then it just pops in like this. Ta-da! I don't know what I'm gonna do about these little edges. I might just use the vinyl as protection. So this is what I'm gonna use to cure it. Oh, my washer's done. Anyways, this is what I'm gonna use to cure the clear coat on the sink. I'm just gonna use a paintbrush and my gel lamp that I use for my nails. Now that the sink is done, I finished with the UV resin. I'm going to get started on adding the countertop vinyl, like the adhesive protectant vinyl. Like I mentioned before, I did do her backsplash with the vinyl that I had on hand, and like the measurements were okay, but I think I could do better. I think I'm gonna use my Cricut machine to get like exact cuts, and we'll see how that turns out. Adding the protectant vinyl all over the countertops. It took me a really long time, and I also decided to add, you are helping me, thank you, add some UV resin on here because I didn't want the edges to have water damage. So then here is the actual sink. My dad added this pipe so that the water could go through there. And now we're gonna add the faucet. faucet. This is the faucet that I have. And this water dispenser is from Amazon. I'll have it linked in my description. And I really wanted I wanted to stay true to the gold aesthetic because that's what the kitchen has. Okay, so now we're gonna add these jugs in. This is gonna be our clean water. Okay, so what we did is we got 2 of these water jugs. One of them is full in the back, that's our clean water. And then this container will be for our dirty water. Now we're gonna install. So now we're done. Go ahead, baby.
You gotta hold it down. What do you say?
So I finally finished the kitchen. I forgot to show the vinyl that I used. Link that in my description box as well because I purchased everything from Amazon and it was pretty easy to use. It was very forgiving. So I really like that. I didn't end up using my Cricut machine after all because I just didn't have a mat long enough to do the measurements, so it didn't work out. So I had to do it myself and it was okay.